Okay, I'm going to discuss how 0 day trading, so pretty much Friday trading, differs from the rest of the week, and the ways that it's similar. So, first thing, I will come to something like this. So, this morning, I already made a video about what I did this morning, but what I want to point out is on a 0 day, I am most likely doing two things. I am taking immediate profit at my target, or I am trailing my target on a lower time frame, like really tight. So, what does that look like and what does that mean? What did I do on Nvidia? I swung Nvidia yesterday. Me and Farangi swung it. We were just on the voice chat talking about swing. So I swung Nvidia and Hood. Nvidia this morning, so it gapped down. If you look at the day, right? 12-hour chart is the daily chart. So if you look at that, it gapped down this morning. Okay? And quite frankly, I thought it would. When I was talking to Farangi, I told him I wanted this candle to close green. I would have felt a lot better about it, but it didn't. So no big deal. This is the daily open. I want everyone to be marking their daily open. If you're watching what I'm doing, that's the smartest way to be trading. So this morning we gap down, we go down a bit, and on a swing, I'm watching the fiver. So in the chat, Farangi asked me how I'm going to manage this trade. And I told him that the first fiver is going to tell me what to do. So it goes down and then immediately goes up. And honestly, I think it went like up and then down and then back up. But regardless, I want to give this fiver at least a chance to show me something. If I'm feeling nervous for any reason, you can go down to the 3, but even still, right, the 3 is strong. So what do? I added to this, I can't tell you where, I can't remember, but I was down, obviously, so I gapped down here. I think I was down like 20%. And then on this come up, I was still down. Couldn't tell you how much, but then I added 20 contracts here, right? And so by the time we got, I don't know, in this area, I'm at break even. And by the time we get to ADR, these contracts have done like 200% because I'm in a 0 day, right? And I'm in a close strike, right? So I'm at 67 fives. So that ad, which was a little more than half, a little less than half of my original price, was really what saved me and really what pushed my, push my profit up. So I exited up here when this flipped red because this opened green and it went up and it came back down. And really, because it's a 0 day, my exit should have been when it came back through the previous high candle. But I exited here when this flipped red, okay? The reason why I did that is because I'm trading a 0 day contract. I know that if Nvidia is going to keep going, it's going to give me another entry. And I also know that because I'm trading 0 days, I can be up 200% here. And by the time we get down here, I'm up 130%, right? And that's just the nature of trading a 0 day. So when I'm trading a 0 day, pardon me, I'm taking my profit as much and as often as I can. Really, like this is the day that I am spending time getting in and out of trades. So if I go to the 15 on Nvidia, I can see that it gave me this inside 15er, right? So I exited around here. Let's just assume, because I'm not going back to the 5. And then my re-entry is here on Nvidia, right? Cool. Yes, I entered on a 15er. What am I doing? I am watching this fiver like a hawk because there's no reason for me to take a loss on this. And at the top of this trade, it was like at 130%. I think I took like 108, 109, something like that. But this is my entry, this purple line. This, let's say 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes. This is the ride of a lifetime, right? So I do talk about watching the 5 after you've hit your target, yada, yada, yada. That does not apply on a 0 day. A 0 day is the time to take your profit. What I also did, I think I mentioned in the chat, was into next week contracts as well. So those contracts I'm trailing on the 15. When I have a 15 against, so that would be here, I'm getting out, right? Because I also have no reason to have that much risk going into the weekend. It would be different if, we went through this target and that target and we just kind of then maybe tailor it off at the end of the day. This is still very early. It's 10:45 in the morning, right? So there's no reason for me to have that risk through the weekend. So that was my exit on my next week contracts, and my exit on this week contracts was based off of a 5 that was like inside or something. Yeah, this inside 5